All right, we are live right now.
All right, now I know. Thank you.
Dating issues and test rides.
Yeah.
So that clacking and clack noise you guys hear in the back, if you were here with us early, is a pinball machine.
I'm going to say, listen, before we even start, Finesse, get your pen ready for the infractions. We have the ability to mute our audio for a reason. When he said, oh, we got time, I got time for some pinball. He forgot to hit the mute button.
Low key RIB. He is first, or whoever that is first in the chat.
It says woot. Woot woot. Do not disturb on the phone.
Been a nice quiet Friday. Nothing too crazy going on.
Nope. Just resting up for tomorrow.
Yep. The weather was so nice here today. I had to ride the bike into work.
Yeah, it was nice here today as well. Okay, do not disturb. Very good. Yankee game has just started. Finesse, you can start your sleeping.
Yes, my pillow is fluffed and ready for engagement.
And we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
You're going to marry your pillow?
No, ready for the sleeping, engaging with my sleep.
Ah, okay. Ready for engagement. What the hell's going on? Where's Crystal? Is she in the vicinity?
She is in the vicinity. However, she has headphones on.
Okay, well, we got to keep her nearby because she's literally she's the Gemini with the Chat GPT in that house.
She's the
know
what?
something about what's she's the Gemini with a Chat GPT for the information going on in that household.
Well, yeah. Matter of fact, we just completed our taxes today.
Oh,
The
yeah, me too.
AI. She's the Merit AI. Well, I'm happy to say that I sent my tax information in. Vita did a couple of days ago. So this is going to be the first year. Oh my God, maybe 3 years that we didn't file for an extension. So and next year will be even easier because once again, my webmaster just making stuff easier and easier. So.
Oh, that's awesome. One of these days when I grow up, I'll get a webmaster.
A decade.
Mike, you said you'd be the first time in decades?
No, a decade that I've got my taxes in on time.
No, I'm missing it. Are you saying that it's been a decade since you've done it on time?
No. I said this has been a decade since I've gotten my taxes in on time. Which is literally what I just said.
It's just an odd thing to say. All right, y'all, here we go.
What's up about it? They're always late. Every year.
All right, lane splitters, welcome to Splitting Lanes, where we have three hosts, endless topics, and conversations that never stay in one lane too long. And you guys know how we do it here on this channel. So I'm going to bring in.
They're always late.
What the heck? All right, let's go ahead and start.
So
First infraction right there. First infraction. Who's the guilty party?
So
Hey, whip it out. Whip it out. That would be finesse.
Easy.
Let's see.
Easy.
Infraction
Negative.
number one.
Negative. That was not.
He's saying
finesse.
whip it. Stop saying whip it out. That's first of all. How about that? Stop saying that.
That was
The
RS.
infraction is on me.
Yeah.
The infraction's on me. I was like, oh, I don't have my computer in front of me. Let me turn the phone on. And boom, cheesy music is blasted.
All right. So as I was saying, we're going to bring our esteemed panel in here. We have Q from Riding and Wrenching. We also have Robert Simmons
What
from
up?
Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle.
Hello. Nice and simple.
And of course, I am Finesse from Finesse the Challenger. You can find all three of those platforms on YouTube. All right. Which you're already here, but don't go anywhere because we want you to stay right here. So keep kicking it with us. All right. And Low Key Rib says honorary intoxicant for Q. So with that, we'll go ahead and get this started. Rob, is there anything you want to ask?
Yeah, you know exactly what I want to ask. First, I want to say hi to everybody. I want to thank you all. Different background here. I'm out here in Ohio doing practice sessions this weekend, Queen City, Harley Davidson. So shout out to them. But shout out to you guys too for joining us once again. Whether you're watching it on the recorded version or here with us live, infraction right now.
No. You're on a different camera. See, hold on. Man,
Wait, what is that? All right, yeah, that's
he
infraction
switched.
number
There
two.
he is.
That's an infraction. Yeah, it's an infraction. It's okay. Listen, so first of all, we got to talk about the infraction thing because I don't know if he should get an infraction for those types of things because there's a lot going on over there, I'm sure. Anyway, welcome, guys. Always a pleasure to be here with you guys. But first and foremost, I have to ask my co-host, Q the Rider. Remember, we want to see if we can put you in a stand someday as a witness for us, not against us. Not against us. So the question, sir, is have you consumed any intoxicants today?
Any intoxicants today? Well, we're going to have to start by defining the word intoxicants, and we also need to define the word today because the word today is relative to what time zone you're in.
He cannot be on the stand.
Yeah, he can't. He can't.
He cannot go on the stand.
Not as a witness, he can't. Not as a witness, he can't. I mean, I'm trying.
Well,
so
I'll say
here's a good
this.
thing.
I'll say this. I
ahead.
had dreams today of having an intoxicating beverage because, a good friend of mine, here in the Savannah area had promised me a bottle of some brown beverage, which I have still yet to see.
Mm-hmm.
I think there are receipts for said promise, and I have no idea what this thing looks like. It'd be nice to at least see it, since I'm not able to taste it. So.
Well, I mean,
Hold up. There's so many pause moments going on with you today, Mike. It would be nice to see it since I can't taste it.
dang.
Come on. Pause. Please,
Let's
listen
lift
to
our
the
minds
words
out of
coming
the
out of your
gutter.
mouth.
Out of the gutter. Just lift it up.
man, see, look, you see, y'all done went too far. See, now before we go any further, we do have a first time viewer for the live show, and that's Matthew Neal, 205 right there. Says this is his first time getting to watch live. Welcome to the live
Welcome
show.
aboard.
There's nothing like it. And in your honor,
yes.
I'm gonna have a bite of my dinner real quick.
That's an infraction.
Welcome to the show.
That's an
infraction.
infraction.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, I'm sorry. You forgot how this goes. It's always a vote. Mike and I both said you get an infraction. In fact, I'm going to say you get two. The first one's for eating, and then the second one's for speaking with food in your mouth. Infraction.
Matthew,
Mark it down.
Matthew, welcome to the channel. It cost me an infraction, but sir, it was well worth it.
2 infractions. Sir. 2 infractions.
I get 2. All right, fine, whatever. We'll see who
That's
has the
some
most by
Bush
the end of
League.
this.
I'm gonna watch 10 podcasts, and I'm not gonna stop watching until I see somebody eating. I guarantee I'm gonna be watching them all night because nobody's gonna do it except Finesse.
Well, no, I tell you what's going to happen. What's going to happen is we're going to get a view like this while I'm taking another bite.
There you go. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Maybe a little bit of this right here. Yeah.
Well, I need the ability to do that.
Yeah. The voice of reason. The voice of reason has the power.
That's it. All right, so we're going to go through some of these
house.
comments here for a quick, oh, wow. Stevie Kirkland said, happy Friday, everyone. G Pops
it is
and
Friday.
GG in the house. What's going on? Mrs. Finesse is here. Hola.
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 Whoa. Hold on, man. You gotta need you to put a little height in that. You know what I'm saying? Can we?
What's he talking about?
Hola, mommy.
E. Fleming says, "What's up? What's going on?" So, all right, now, I think we left off at Rob. Were you done, or did you have anything else?
Hold on. Did you acknowledge Kim and Matt Adventures?
I did, yes.
Yeah, they're in the
did,
house.
Kim and
Oh,
Matt,
okay.
yep.
My bad. All right.
Oh, there goes my cousin,
no.
Richard
I'm
Suber.
good.
Yeah, you good? All right, so
okay.
Q, the floor is yours, sir. While I take a bite of this pizza.
Man,
There we go.
first off, I want to acknowledge Finesse's pizza that he's over there swallowing and choking on. But no, it's Friday, man. I'm happy. Had a great week. Life is good. Life is good. I'm just going to leave it at that. Happy to be here. Make sure you click like and subscribe, and we appreciate you guys joining us on your Friday evening. So we are in the
Yeah,
house
man.
live.
Make sure. Well, a couple of things. Now, he Finesse put the pressure on you. You know he's eating, so you got to kind of string it out a little bit because he's still chewing. Dude, don't bring yourself back until you are not chewing anymore. And if you are still chewing, I mean, it's not like we're controlling the button. You know you bringing yourself back on, still chewing food.
Look,
Just
man,
keep it on one of us, man. Or stop chewing. Just go like this.
Look, right.
No, I want to see it. No, I need him
No.
to humiliate himself. I want to see
It's not
something
like
dribbling
nobody
down. Yeah.
eats. People eat. That's how we live. That's how we survive. All I'm doing, I'm just surviving.
Not during the podcast.
I'm just out here surviving,
Not
man.
during
That's
the
it.
podcast. Not during the podcast, man.
Gosh.
Come on now.
All
But
right.
anyway, so we're in 3 different places. Well, you guys are home at least. And so I'm looking forward to us riding again. We haven't ridden together in a while. The weather's good. So,
Yeah.
what are you guys doing next weekend?
What's next weekend? I think that's Road Atlanta.
What's Road Atlanta? What's that mean?
The King of the Baggers races.
Exactly.
All right, everybody. Welcome
Yeah.
to the channel, like I said again. And we are going to start this off with our very first topic for today. We've got a few. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through them all, but we're going to go ahead and start with our first topic. And that topic is, how do you feel about the term happy wife?
No,
Happy life.
that's not the first topic. It's not the first topic.
Oh, my gosh. It is now.
The first
Now,
topic.
he already said it.
The
It's too
first
late. Happy
topic
wife,
was
happy life.
the first topic was supposed to be test rides, but all right.
Oh.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
We were gonna leave the good stuff to the end. See, this is why, and we went over this before we started, by the way, guys. Yeah, we did.
I'm looking at the
We
list
did.
right now, and there is still some good stuff left. All right, we got it. It's a sandwich. You got to start with the good, get the and then we get the good. All right. Anyway,
Yeah, but you
how do
putting
you
the pieces
feel
of the
about the
sandwiches
term "happy wife, happy life"?
I'm okay with it. I think it's appropriate. If you have an unhappy home, I don't know how you make it through that. And my wife and I've been married for 23 years, and I absolutely want my wife to be happy. And if she were unhappy at at my house, I don't know how I'm going to be happy in my house. So no, it's absolutely true. It's a cliche, but it's a fact.
Yeah. Finesse.
That is okay. I mean, most people already know this. Okay, my wife's Puerto Rican. All right. Then now there are not
Here we
very
go.
many social tropes, or however what do you call it, the stuff, where you put people into groups or whatever. So word escapes me right now. All right, but I'm gonna let you know, man. She's a little spicy. Okay, so everything runs smoother. The house runs smoother when she's happy. All right, so.
In other words, we're going to need to occasionally call 911.
No. I can handle myself now. You know what I'm saying? I can handle myself.
He can handle.
All I'm saying is that she get a little spicy. I like that though. You gotta have a little something in you. Oh gosh. All right.
No.
So you gotta have a little life in you.
You're not getting better, man. You got to have a little life in you. I don't even know what that means.
Happy wife, happy life's good with me.
All right. No, I understand where you guys are coming from, but the issue with that, it's a simp statement. Now I remember we had to. I don't know if you remember, Oscar. We had to explain to Mike what a simp was, but it implies that the man's happiness doesn't matter, like it's all about the woman's happiness. So I like happy spouse, happy house, right? Because it's clearly not all about. It's clearly not all about a woman's happiness in your house, and when if I find that when people lead with that, it starts throwing stuff out of balance. It depends. It starts throwing things out of balance.
Yeah.
That's my
What's up,
take
Lee?
on it. Now I know where you guys were coming from. What you're saying is correct. You want her to be happy, but that can't be the end of it. It's got to be both of you.
Well,
That's my statement.
I don't think anybody said that, but yeah, I mean, if it's, obviously it's a statement that, from the point of view from a man, and from a man, yeah, it's your, that's what you signed up for. You signed up to make each other happy. And if the wife is saying it, I wouldn't imagine, well, I guess it's the 2020, so anything's possible, but, a wife would say something different, I suppose, but, no, I mean, you got to have a happy house, if everybody's not at peace, if everyone doesn't have peace of mind, I don't know how you can be happy. You got to. I don't know. Peace of mind is priceless.
It's one of those things where usually when somebody says "happy wife, happy life," that's always preceding something else going on where the man doesn't want to. I don't want to get in trouble. Like you hear stuff like that, and it reminds me of a sitcom because that's how things happen on a sitcom. I was in the doghouse. I had to sleep on the couch. Mike, you ever had to sleep on your couch?
Wait, what now? You cut out. I mean, what you want me to say? I didn't hear it. All I heard was couch.
I said, have you ever had a disagreement or argument with your wife and you had to sleep on the couch?
Had? No.
Yeah. No.
Exactly.
So I'll tell you this.
So,
I think
but that's my point.
Yeah, but I think it depends on who it's coming from. If your wife is rolling around the house talking about happy wife, happy life, I think that's kind of where it gets, I guess you call it abusive or whatever. But if it's the husband saying that, and me as a man, I take pride in making my wife happy. You know what I mean? So
yes, absolutely.
And that's kind of, at least in my opinion, that's kind of where I think it comes from, or at least that's the way I take it. Is if it's happy wife, happy life, you're just being a man and you're taking care of your wife, and as a woman, they're going to take care of you as well. It's all reciprocal. So,
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be. So, and that's what was going to lead into the other topic of what do you guys think the issues are? Dating right now. Of course, none of us are dating, but all of these things factor in. A woman for the most part is not going to walk around saying happy wife, happy life. Guys say that crap. And yeah. And so a woman's never going to say it because they don't have to say it. If a man is saying it and he's saying it because there's a woman living it. And when I say living it, meaning taking advantage of that, what you're taking advantage of the situation or the kind of the way you're making stuff flow in your house, where it's really all about her happiness. If she gets an attitude, and this happens where a woman will get an attitude and it's like, whoa, she's got an attitude, so I better kind of leave her alone. Like it's almost like she's a ticking time bomb. You have to say anything to her because we got to keep her happy. Because if she's not happy, then this house is. See, that's my point. It can't be like that, right? And so, again, speaking in general terms, of course, clearly this doesn't apply to us because we have wives that also care about making us happy and it makes them happy making us happy. But there are a lot of women in this day and age that if you ask a woman, what does it take to make
Asked a
a
woman?
man happy?
What do you mean asked?
Asked. You know what I mean.
Asked?
You know what I mean. Asked. Asked.
That's New York
That's
accent.
New York, man. That's
you guys
New York.
know that there's two consonants, and there's an S and a K. That K does not like to be silenced.
The K is silent, man. Listen.
Hey, before you get too far, right? Loki said he's like, I never slept on the couch, but we just both in bed mad.
That's right. That's right.
That's funny, right there.
Listen, I mean, if you're that mad, we got multiple bedrooms, so nobody would be sleeping on the couch anyway.
Right.
But the point is, again, if you ask not married people, I can't even say not married people because this applies to them as well. If you ask them, what does it take to make a man happy? We'll just keep it general. What does a man want? Stand by for that answer, right? Because a lot of them don't know. Like they have no clue, and I don't blame them because for a long time, they never had to know. It was all about them. The 90s was big in that. The 90s was really big in that. Every song was guys simping. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll make love to you. I'll pay your rent. All kind of stuff.
Hold on. We can't be talking about boys to men now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that helped me out quite a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Every song, baby. I'm sorry. I did it again. All they were doing was apologize.
Oh man.
So what do you think? Go ahead.
Well, no. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say. So what even though we're not dating, what do you think is a contributing factor to the issue with dating in this day and age?
For
porn.
It's. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
No, porn. I'm done.
Oh dang. That's it. That's what it is. Oh my god. No,
That's what a lot of psychologists say. A lot of people have problems because of porn.
Yeah, but I mean, from what I see, because I have kids and my kids are dating, it's all about entitlement or expectations. It's some form of entitlement or expectation that they are levying against the person that they could potentially be in a relationship with, and that's coming from both sides. It's not just my kid, but whoever they're dealing with as well. I think a lot of that creates conflict where otherwise there wouldn't be, because it's like people are kind of confused as, if I do X, Y, and Z, that means I'm settling. I mean nothing's gonna be 100% all the time. So you're gonna have to give and take something at some time somehow. They're gonna look really good and have all of these things, and then end up having a butthole personality. You know what I mean? So everybody's not the one person in 8 million people they're looking for. And Mrs. Finesse and Kevin Mad Adventure say it's social media.
Oh,
I was just about to say. Well, so you know what? It's almost social media is almost like a 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other, in my opinion. Because back in the day, if you were going to get into a relationship, it was most likely going to be from somebody at work, at school, somewhere near you. Where now you can hook up with people from all over the world, and so social media has expanded your options when it comes to dating. That's the good side. The bad side is it has made women's expectations. Women have always had high expectations. Laundry list long, 6 pack, 6 feet, 6 inches, 6 figures, all of that stuff, right? They all want the same kind of, but do they all qualify for that man? And see, that's the thing. Years ago, it didn't matter what circumstances this woman had. It didn't matter that she had 3 kids from 3 different men. It didn't matter that she was 150 pounds overweight. None of that mattered. She still wants the same type of guy. And, for the most part, we don't say no, right? So a woman getting rejected is extremely rare. And that's why anytime a woman would get rejected, then it had to be some type of he's gay or something must be wrong because he said no to me. And so with everybody's expectations so high, a lot of men in this day and age are starting to understand that no, you wouldn't be settling for me. I would be settling for you. And I'm telling you, it took a while for a lot of women to understand this concept that stop asking for so much. Then we have to go back to that question of what does a man want and what can you provide to a man? And it's a serious question. And women that get offended by the question, it's like anything else. When you don't know something and you feel like you should know it, you get defensive. A woman that's, for the most part, a woman that prioritizes, again, this is my opinion, a woman that prioritizes a man will have no problem answering that question. And they'll know what answers to give, right? So that's how I feel about that.
Uh-oh,
Nothing?
I'm on.
He must be taking the bite of his pizza. He must be taking the bite of his pizza.
Oh, I wish. Oh, how I wish.
Here, hold on.
Not
I
you,
am
Finesse.
not. I am not. You had started saying something before Rob did, so I thought you were going to come in, but yeah. So
no, he
yeah.
talked for so long, I can't remember now. But, I think the social media thing, I think they're right on point, when they said that, and, and porn and everything else, all that stuff is a factor, and it changes the way, people communicate. It changes what people are looking for. And, it's a different world. Yeah. I don't know if I'd want to try to date in this world, or during this time period, I guess, it's just completely different than what I came up in. When I came up, you actually had to meet people and talk to them and approach, and it wasn't any of this online stuff where you put in your profile online and, go on a whole bunch of dates with whomever randos that you meet on the interwebs. So now it's different now.
Yeah. Yeah, because our generations are one of the last generations to have life before internet, which has like what Rob was saying though, while you're not having to approach people, you have a wider pool of people. So it's kind of like the grass is greener on the other side when it's really the same.
But at the end of the day, whether it's social media, in my opinion, the good thing about social media is, before approaching someone, I remember we talked about this before, where, most of the relationships in my life were always somebody I see all of the time at school, at work, something like that, right?
Yeah, proximity.
But to approach a stranger, every time a guy does that, he's setting himself up to be rejected, right? But that's something that we have to do, right? And that's something that women expect. And no problem with that at all. That's the courting thing. But now you can actually check someone's Instagram. Like you'll hear a girl say, "I'm not going to give you my number, but I'll give you my Instagram." I think I'd rather have that.
Oh, really?
Because now you can see everything. Listen, if she's got a bunch of pictures of her half dressed, it's over already, right? So you know what I mean? I already see what I'm getting into. Where a phone number is not going to show you or give you any of that, right? So that's the benefit of what's the number one dating app? I know Mike doesn't know. Finesse,
Oh no, I don't know.
I have no idea. Facebook? I don't know.
Instagram? No. Here, look.
Gmail? I don't know. I think his screen is frozen.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, dang. His internet. Yeah, he got the old internet. Look at his face,
He got
y'all.
that
Look at
hotel internet.
Look at it.
Wait a minute. Vanessa, I'm going to need you to pull out the infraction
Oh, here we
Because
go.
this is a major infraction. This may. I mean, he hasn't even blinked.
Does this get two? Does this get two infractions? No, well,
I
it's
would
not
say it's
necessarily his
infraction for.
fault. He should have been
No,
in
what
the
do you mean
lobby.
it's not his
though.
fault? Oh, no. This is a major, major infraction.
All right. Well, hey, while he's going through that, I have no idea what the most popular dating site is, but we're gonna go to the comments here because I've seen some people. Well, Kim and Matt says Matt still has some of the love letters from back in the day. Okay. All right.
Oh,
Oh, he dropped. That's all right. We'll get him back. Then Max here. I gave up riding for a year after my bike accident because of the stress it caused my wife. Miss Lisa was happy to do it. Oscar. Okay. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. But yeah, just let us know
I'm
what's
not sure
that
about that
in
one.
reference to. Yeah. And then they have all their love letters. Look at that, man. So much love in the room, huh? So much love in the room.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, and then low key talking about MySpace. Oh, they got farmers only, Tinder. Oh,
Tinder.
man.
Oh, hey, did you ever use MySpace?
Oh, here we go. Let me get it. Yeah, I did back
I never
in the day.
used MySpace. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had never used MySpace. I think. Well, I guess Facebook was the first social media that I really jumped on. No,
Hey,
no
G
AOL.
Pops and G Pops and GB said, Rob, you look shocked because you the way you were froze. That joke was funny.
Yeah,
And then
and you have
Chris,
an infraction because of that.
Miss
Just
Fest talking
go
about
Grindr.
Grinder.
Wait a minute, it's Grinder. Well, never mind.
MySpace.
I can't take that girl
What?
nowhere, boy.
What was the difference between MySpace and Facebook? Do you know?
I don't know anything about MySpace.
No, I think MySpace was before Facebook, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah, MySpace was first, but I don't know what
Yeah.
I don't know what the difference was.
There was
no idea.
just a little less connectivity, I think, but it's essentially the same thing. They just kind of organized it a little bit differently. And then there was a Black Planet. Yeah, come on.
What the hell is that?
Is that porn?
Never heard of it.
Porn.
Black Planet
Porn.
was the black
Okay,
version.
Hold up. You're gonna have to give Mike 3 infractions.
Uh-oh.
One, you can't say that word on YouTube.
Why? That's not a cuss word.
You're gonna see again. Don't argue with me. Just listen to me. You can't use that word because YouTube will shut this stuff down. That's why you say corn with a C. Trust me, I know.
All right.
And this is hotel internet. I'm sorry, hotel internet.
It's cool. We did give you an infraction for that.
I heard. I put the phone. I was like, they're gonna give me. Man, it is what it is. So we have. Oh, what the hell? We have. To my count, we have how many women on here right now? We got Kim. We got
Gigi.
Maria, which is Gigi. That's Kim, and Mrs. Finesse.
Yep.
If they can type it in, nothing long. Give me 5 things that a man wants. 5
Good
things.
God, 5? I mean 2. Let's do 2.
We're talking to women. 5 things.
You'll give him carpal tunnel, man. Come on.
Now, listen. I know as men we only need 3, but I'm asking them. Just give us 5, right?
All right. Well, hey, while the ladies are working on that, that's a pretty good segue into this next topic, and that topic is: what do you think a woman's superpower is? All right, and we're gonna go to Q first.
Yeah.
Superpower?
Yeah.
Superpower? I don't know. I don't have an answer for that one. Loving and caring, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Rob.
Okay. Her femininity. Period.
So my wife's superpower is just,
Chicleta.
gosh, man, no, I'm trying to put it in, contextualize it. The ability
She's right behind you,
to,
isn't she?
Yeah, well, she's over here.
Holding
No,
a knife.
Just
Like
the
say the wrong thing.
ability
Say the wrong thing. You get
to,
stabbed.
like, she keeps me straight. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I know we joke about, when she's like telling me stuff or giving me information, but that keeps me straight, allows me to focus on the main thing, and she's there helping me out, and I think, and
What
I
was the
try to
first
do
thing
the
that
same
attracted
for
her to you?
Huh?
What was the first thing that? What was the first thing that? So, because at the end of the day, what you're saying, I agree that Anita definitely has those same qualities, and I'm sure Iris does as well. But that's when we've already made the decision that she's going to be wife. But there's something about her that made you say, "I'm putting a ring on her finger." That's part of the superpower thing. It's part of it.
Yeah, and that was part of it. Like when, because we were both active duty, so
Yeah.
I don't even know that I started taking my career that seriously up until I got with her. Yeah, but I mean that also has a different factor to it because now I'm supporting a family versus supporting myself. But even still, with that, she still focused me in more on promotion and other aspects of the military. So it was just. Man, I mean, yeah. So
I say all
we
the
did
time.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, man, go.
I was going to say we did get some answers from the ladies here in the chat.
Oh.
And Kim and Mad Adventures, I'm assuming this is Kim, said food, bikes, cuddles, loving, and sleep.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Don't move forward. Let's just look at her answers first. If you
Okay.
can eliminate any of those, that are on the screen, which one would you eliminate? Well, that was on the screen. There we go.
I got you.
Which one would you eliminate? You said you only wanted 3. She gave us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So eliminate 2. Mike.
The bikes can go. Oh dang!
Hell no. No, my bikes are staying. I'm not getting rid of anything.
No, this is what a
kidding?
woman
No.
provides. I mean, if she, you know what I'm saying?
No.
So if it's a,
This is-
I take out the bikes and the sleep. Everything else, I need that. You know what I'm saying? I need that.
Well, I mean, bikes could be a representation of the time that you want to spend away. I mean, there has to be, some trust involved because, that's, a key aspect of my relationship with my wife is that she trusts me and, because sometimes I'm gone. I went to Colorado last year we're gone for 2 weeks. Or I'm always gone somewhere, and there has to be a level of trust. And if I were catching grief every time I threw my bike over my leg, then Michael wouldn't be, or threw my leg over my
all
bike.
that sounds good. All that sounds good,
Michael
but
would
what
not
are
be
you
happy.
eliminating? What are you eliminating out of
nothing.
these 5?
I'm not eliminating anything. I don't believe in
That wasn't the question.
Ain't
That
no-
wasn't the
not-
question.
yeah.
The
That's
question
my
was eliminate
He's
2
about to get an infraction. Yeah, you have
I'm
to
not.
eliminate 2.
I'm telling you, I'm not.
because he the one that
I'm
said
not
3 in the
eliminating
beginning.
anything. I didn't
Yeah,
say
he sure
anything.
did.
No, that was
Yeah, give him an infraction,
Roberto. That's
For not following the task, get an infraction. So, Mike, you're reading into this. The question to the ladies were, what are 5 things that men want from them? So, of course, I'm going to eliminate sleep and bike too, because I don't want a bike from her. It doesn't mean you can't have a bike. I don't need it from her. So I'm eliminate those 2 as well. Okay, what's the next? You got another answer?
Yep. The next answer was G Pops and Gigi says food, sex, attention, affirmation, and sex.
That's my girl. There you go, Gigi. There you go, Gigi. Okay, Oscar, eliminate 2.
Eliminate 2. Well, sex is in there twice, so we keeping that. Food, we keeping that, and attention, affirmation. So really, she only put down 3, so we're good. We keeping all this.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Eliminate 2, please.
Okay, I'll take off one of the sexes and
There you go.
one of the. That's it. You're left with 3. So I'll just take off one of the sexes.
Yeah. There you go. I agree. And did we get one from Mrs. Finesse?
Sure did. Says
man, my
love,
wife is not-
physical connection, support, friendship, and strength.
Okay. Eliminate 2. Mrs. Finesse, she makes it tough.
Mm,
She makes it tough.
I ain't trying to look. Hey, Q, you eliminate too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Hey, look, hold up, man. I'm gonna go ahead and take my infraction.
I'll take an infraction. I'm not compromising.
You gonna take your infraction
All right.
too, Q? All right,
I'll take my infraction. There is no
All right.
compromise.
Can you
Rob.
put it back up on the screen, please? It keeps disappearing.
Yeah.
I can't see it. Okay, I'm gonna take away strength. And I'm going to take away. Wow, Krista made it tough. Damn. I'm gonna take away. Damn.
That's what I said. No, and no.
I'm gonna take,
Take
but I
away
can follow
nothing.
the task. That's what makes it tough. It's easy to just go, no, I ain't doing it, but I gotta really think about it. So I'll take away friendship. I'll take away friendship. Right.
Damn.
And the reason I could take it's easy to take these things away because the first thing Crystal put is love, and that's the umbrella. Everything kind of falls under that. At least it should. Physical connections important, support. But yeah, that's what I would take away. So now,
Okay.
Us as men, our list is usually short, right? We don't require a lot at all. A woman, it's a little longer, right? Man trying to lay it up, lay it on thick up there.
Oh man.
So when we talked about a woman's superpower, again, the reason I'm so it definitely is for me, but it's for a lot of men. The femininity it's a woman's superpower because it's the opposite of us. Generally speaking, it's the opposite of us. And so it's why if a woman is if she's too aggressive, if she's too masculine, if she's too, argumentative or anything like that, where men look at this as we want cooperation, that's always going to be a turnoff because, and I say this all the time, you're never going to, not that I frequent these places because I don't, but you're never going to go to a strip club and have a woman come up to you and tell you how strong and independent she is. That's not going to turn any man on, right? But that's when her voice is going to get softer. She's going to speak to you a different way because that's her superpower. That's how you get a man's attention. Femininity, period. Not conditional femininity. I'll be feminine if. No, that's conditional. Either you are or you're not.
Yeah. I mean, I'm less of a I don't like too girly. I can't do too like it. There's a point where you have to be like, what I'm saying? Like if I get into a fight, you know what I'm saying? I need to know that you coming in too. You know what I mean? If you see somebody, trying to sucker punch me while I'm taking care of this one, you got my back. You know what I mean? So, that's why when she told me she was from the Bronx, I was like, oh, we good. She picking up a brick. She picking up a pole. You know what I'm saying? She helping her brother out. You know what I mean?
I definitely get your point. I get your point.
I mean, I don't mean that like an actual fisticuffs. I'm just saying like when the struggle hits, she's there.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't care how feminine the woman is. If a man's getting attacked, she ain't gonna just stand there and go, "Oh my God, I'm a girl." No, she's gonna do something. Yeah. But do I want her to get involved in a fist fight with me? Oh no, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Plus,
if it gets to that point, there's bigger problems.
Yeah, if you use that as an example, I know you're just using it as an example, but
yeah,
if we think about our lifestyles, like when's the last time you were even close to being in a fist fight? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes, a lot of times, men get into fights that their women instigated. Again, doing too much of this, doing too much of the talking, and next thing you know, now I got to step in as the man to protect my woman, and now I'm in a fist fight over some BS. So
yeah, but sometimes it's a perceived step in, right? Because if one, we wouldn't be in this situation anyway. However, if we were somewhere out at a club or something somewhere, and somebody grabbed, my wife or whatever, I don't have to. I know she's going to be able to take care of the situation. Like as long as it doesn't get physical or anything like that, then I don't have to step in. But I know that, if something that she doesn't want to happen, she's going to make sure it's done and it's done, quick. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to interject myself into that until it gets to a certain point. So, I think there's a bit of a difference because some guys, they'll be like, oh, you looking at my wife? Why are you talking to my wife? I mean, she'll be able to tell them, get the, kick rocks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
hold up.
Yeah.
Looking and talking to her is different than grabbing her. So what do you mean by grabbing her?
I didn't say grabbing. Did I? Oh, I said grab her hand. I grab her hand. So, well, I say that to say, because when we were a lot younger, I think we were still dating at the time. We were at a club, and like somebody had grabbed her hand, and she pulled her hand back and told the dude kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not. I was like, I was like a ways away, and I'm watching. But she handled it, and he kept on moving, so we good.
So, I mean, again, us as men, at the end of the day, generally speaking, most people don't want somebody that nobody else wants. So if you found your wife attractive, somebody else is going to find your wife attractive. So I expect that. I remember when, like, it used to be that if you're walking down the street and there's an attractive woman walking towards you, and I mean, the butt is so fat, you can see it from the front of her body before she even passed you.
Oh, good Lord.
we talked about this too. We talked about the fact of the certain things, us as men, that we weren't taught this, but it's just in us. And we were, at the time, we were talking about the whole smacking our wives' butts or whatever. But what about the look back, right? The look back. How hard is it to turn around, especially since your wife already sized that woman up before she even got into your vision? She already saw her, right? So if somebody's doing that to my wife, I would get out of the way. Let them look, because I understand. Let them look, right? They're not going to touch her. So I see and I understand what you're saying. You can be a feminine woman and still handle business if you have to by telling somebody assertively no. Because at the end of the day, most people adhere to the social contract. And once you hear no big deal, it's over. If it goes further than that, now you got a screw loose, and you kind of have to say, baby, come on, let's go.
Right. So now this happens often. We'll be somewhere. We'll be out somewhere, and we'll be walking. She'll be a little ahead of me or whatever, or she'll be behind me, and I'll pass a guy, and I'm already looking at him like, okay, and I'll see them look or they'll look back and do the thing. It happens all the time, and as soon as it happens, I tell her, I'm like, hey, you saw old buddy was doing this, this and that, and she does the same thing for me. So, I mean, we find it kind of funny, but obviously there's no contact or anything like that. So, but I guarantee you, if the need arises, I know how to revert. You know what I mean? I know how to revert. So we ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah.
A few years back,
a
few years back, Iris and I were in China, and we're walking around, and I kept noticing that all of the men were just kind of staring at her and checking her out. I'm like, they're looking at your butt, right? They're checking you out.
They're like, oh my God, look at that thing. And so I'm a big social. I like paying attention to behaviors, and I acknowledge and accept certain things when it comes to human beings. And so that's why certain things like that would never bother me, right? It would never bother me because, again, there's nothing wrong with people looking or even staring, unless it's. To me, I take it as a compliment, right? Because she's with me, and if she had a funny story that night or something that happened that day with somebody, she would call me back. Now, here's my question, Mike. Have you ever told your wife when you get ready to go out, no, you're not wearing that?
My wife has class. I would never have to tell my wife that.
There you go. Well,
yeah, that's just.
Now I gotta ask.
I mean, I would.
Now I gotta.
If I had to ask her to wear something different, we probably wouldn't be married. I'm not interested in somebody like that. I'm a pretty simple dude. I got a simple life, and I don't like drama, and somebody that feels the need to be overly exposing themselves is probably not somebody that I would have ever dated seriously. That's
Exactly.
just not where my interest
Exactly.
lies. That's
And
too
and
superficial.
that's
I don't like
Instagram.
superficial people, period. But
Mhm.
I find superficial women are annoying to me. You know.
And that's the advantage of Instagram. Now, I started to say, Oscar, have you ever? But now you have to say no because if you don't, then your wife's not classy, according to Mike. My wife's got
Hell,
class.
Well,
look, no,
I'm
no, no,
talking
no, no,
about
no,
my
no.
life, not anybody else's.
I'm on the opposite end of that. I tell my wife all the time. I was like, "Where are you going?" You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. But it's not that she's wearing anything that's revealing. I mean, it's kind of like a backhanded comment, as you're looking good on the way out the door, and keep in
Mhm.
mind that you still got to come home.
Yeah.
But I do say that often though. Pretty much every time she goes out and I'm not there, so. I'm like,
Oh,
hey,
okay, okay, okay.
where you going? You know what I'm saying? Shoot, looking like that.
Yeah.
Hey, look, she don't be trying to get out the house. You know what I'm saying? She be trying to stay upstairs. Yeah.
I'm the
Dang.
same. I'm the same way with Mike. It's pretty much the same thing. I would never have to tell Anita, no, 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 you're not.
Oh, okay.
Now what I will do sometimes if Anita puts something on. Here's the other question.
Mm.
Here's the other question. Ready for this one, Mike?
Shoot.
Have you ever had to tell her not to wear something just because you didn't like it? Now, I already know. I already know the answer to this, but I'm asking
No,
anyway. Never.
no,
So you
no,
like everything
not
she
even once.
wears?
I mean, she's an adult. I mean, I don't tell. I mean, I, I don't tell her what to do. But you spend enough time with someone. Hopefully, you do. While you're dating and getting to know them, that you accept them because I'm not going to accept anybody telling me what to do. So
Hmm.
no, I've never had to do that. I genuinely think my wife has good taste, and our tastes are
Hmm.
similar, and we are in line with one another. So no, I mean she's probably said that to me, but I've never
I
said
know
that
she
to her.
has. I know she has.
Because she'll say, "Do you have to wear another Harley T-shirt? Is there not something else in the closet?" Or, you know, you have stuff other than shorts you could wear.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
So no,
dang.
Hmm.
I'm usually on the receiving end of that, not the giving end.
Oh, hey, we
Are
got
you
somebody
gonna?
checking in from Montreal. What's going on? That's Mark
Montreal.
Yeah, that's my.
Labos.
Yeah.
How you say that? Mark
Just
Labossiere.
you say
Ah,
Mark and
I
you say
have
it.
not
That's it.
been
You
to
just say
Say
Mark.
Mark
Montreal.
and shut it down. Say Mark
So
and shut it down.
also,
Yeah.
Kelly B. Glyden has shown up here in the chat. He said, "What's up?"
Ah, what's going on, Kelly B? So,
Yeah.
Mike, I'm doubting something. Are you telling me the whole time you've been married, you never told your wife what to do? Never?
What to do? I mean, I don't know. That's a strong term. We were talking about
Well, you
clothing.
said I never tell my wife
So
what to do. That's what you said.
no, I don't. I don't. I mean,
Yeah. I can't recall of a
look,
time that I
my
told my
thing.
wife to do anything.
Well, that's
I
because you're
mean,
scared of Crystal. You think she's gonna beat you up for no
Oh,
reason.
see,
So,
yeah, man.
tell her what to do. I don't know. That's a strong term, but no, I mean, my
no, it's
tagline for
not.
me is I'm a grown ass man, and
Hmm.
and she's grown. So if there's something that she's gonna wear or wants to do or whatever, I mean, go do it. Have fun.
I ain't
I'm not gonna tell
scared
you
of
that, but
nobody.
we are, we're enough in line so that nothing is a surprise. So
Let's pretend that's
Yeah.
he's begging,
You see him back there?
please, baby, please. Don't
So
beat
I don't
me
want you to.
again. We're live on the
I don't
internet.
want you to. I'm not. I don't mean when I say you never told your wife what to do. I don't mean that you were like you doing this and that's it. That's not what I
Yeah.
mean. It could be, I know at some point you had to say, you know what? No, we're not going to do this. We're going to do that.
Oh,
If you
well,
do
yeah, I
that, then
mean,
you're telling her what's going to happen. You're telling her what to do at
yeah.
that point, right? So that's what
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh,
It's
well, I mean, yeah, I guess
impossible.
that happens all the time. I mean, that's,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
that's the song Love is a Two-Way Street. Sometimes she says, well,
yeah,
I want to do this. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's go. You know?
yeah.
Speaking of
But this,
speaking of people telling you what and what not to do, this is the perfect time to get a segue into our
Uh-oh.
next topic,
no,
which is should dealerships allow test drives, right? Because they're telling you that you can't ride their bikes. If you are going to any respective dealership, should they not allow test rides? Is that something that that they shouldn't do or should do? What do you think?
I mean, well, don't they? I'm aware that I don't think Honda dealers allow test rides. That's what I've been told. But I mean, a motorcycle is different than a car. There's a whole lot less risk of someone dropping a car, But dropping a bike, yeah, I mean that could happen. And now all of a sudden, the dealer's left holding the bag for something. So I understand why dealers may not want to let people take test rides. I don't know. I don't know if I would buy a motorcycle if I couldn't take it for a ride. I mean, you're gonna have to let me ride it, otherwise I'm not interested. But, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to Daytona, you can ride anything you want.
And so that's the thing too. I mean, if I'm if I'm if I'm running a dealership, I know the numbers. No test rides. Like I almost feel like I wish I can give them a little test, see how they handle the bike. There hasn't been one demo day at Savannah Harley Davidson, not 1 year that a bike didn't get dropped or crashed. Not 1 year
Really?
that I know of.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I mean we know
Now,
the
I
numbers though,
remember
right?
the lady that crashed a couple of years ago because somebody did a video on it. It might have been Wood Jr. Somebody did a video, and she
Yeah,
crashed the hell out of that bike. That was
she did.
scary, you know.
She did.
Now,
So either a
Strike
crash or a
Boss
drop.
asked a question. Do you guys like the new Harley ride platform meant to engage more riders? I have no idea what that is. I never heard of that.
Neither do I.
What's the ride
New
platform?
Harley
Yeah, I
rider
never heard that.
platform, ride platform.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
I
know what
don't know
that
what that
is.
is. I've
Strike
never heard
Bus,
of
let
it.
us know what that is.
Could be it could be a local thing at his dealership or something maybe, or I don't know if it's
Yeah.
an actual thing. But as far as look, you can get into an accident test riding a car, you can get in an
True.
accident test riding a bike, whatever you want to test drive. There's a possibility of you getting into an accident. That's why you're required to be a licensed driver. Okay. Now, I, as a consumer, like Rob was saying, or like Mike was saying, I'm not buying anything that I'm not going to ride first because I'm not spending, what I mean, I'm not spending that much money on something that I can't see if I like it before I get into it. And you can say, okay, well, you got to go to Bike Week. I'm like, okay, but as a vendor, now I'm exposing myself to all these other choices. And I already have that experience in my mind that, when I came to you to test ride it, you wouldn't let me test ride it. So now I had to go through all of this stuff. Whereas when I go to another dealership, they're like, yeah, go ahead and go do a test ride. Now, it could be a supervised test ride. So you're making sure people aren't doing crazy stuff. You have somebody at the shop that goes out and does the test rides, or you can say on this day of the week, this is when we do test rides. All of those, all these dealers and all of these vendors, they have insurance for those types of things if they happen. Now, maybe Honda doesn't insure those types of things, which is why they don't allow it, which makes sense to me because then you're putting yourself at liability for the people and your equipment. But as long as you have insurance, I don't see why you wouldn't do a test ride, and you're taking a risk at anything. So, you're in this is the business you chose. It's not my fault that, you feeling uncomfortable with it, but I tell you what, I'm not spending my money. That's out.
Well, it's, I mean, all of that sounds good, comparing it to a test drive, but it's not apples to apples because it all comes down to the numbers. The amount of people that have a car accident test driving a car versus the amount of people that drop and crash motorcycles, it's not even close, I'm sure. And for a Goldwing, if you drop a Goldwing, like it's not like riding a touring model Harley or an Indian, where the only thing that's really going to get scraped are the guards. A Goldwing
Yeah.
is just on the damn. And so now, insurance or not, now that motorcycle is not available for somebody. So, yeah, I mean, if the option is I'd rather tell you go to Daytona where they're doing group rides. And if it exposes you and you buy another bike, you buy another bike. But if this is what you really want, that's what you're going to get anyway. So, and most people, so I get it. My point, I understand their point of view. Um, and it's just, I got to tell you, man, just looking at those demo rides and watching people stumbling to get the bike moving. The funny part is they do the demo rides on the MSF range, and it looks like they shouldn't be
Oh,
going on the
really?
road. They should be staying right there. Yeah, that's where the truck's set up, and that's where you leave, and that's where you come
Oh,
back.
I didn't know that. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's cool.
and really, they should be staying right there. They should be staying right there.
Well, you know what? This actually just goes back to our, what was it, last week or week before when we had Kim on here. We were talking about the MSF requirements, and the requirements to get a motorcycle endorsement in the U.S. are very low.
Hmm.
And so having an MSF endorsement doesn't really mean anything in terms of
That's
can
right.
you actually ride the motorcycle without killing
Hmm.
yourself.
That's
So
right.
it doesn't prove anything. So yeah, I'd probably do something like that. Have them in a parking lot, or maybe have a handful of bikes that are set up for demo rides.
Yeah.
And maybe you're not going to let someone take out that $50,000 CVO or Challenger
Right.
Elite or whatever it happens to be that's sitting on your showroom floor that you're trying to sell. Like if you want to see what the bike rides like, here's something that's similar over here. You can go
Yeah.
feel it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Have
no.
have
That
like
bike, I'm
a
not
have
gonna
like a
lose sleep
base
over.
version of the bike. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
again,
But
like I
finesse, you
said,
can't
if
say that. You can't
what?
say that, finesse, because that bike's not going to be exactly the same as that Elite that you want. So according to you, if I can't test ride it, I'm not buying it. Right?
No, 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 no. So,
I don't want to ride something similar. I want to ride that bike because that's the bike I want. Like for
well,
instance,
you
the
tripping then.
CVO has Brembo. The CVO has Brembo brakes and an inverted front fork. I'm not going to be
Yeah,
able to feel that on a
you're
regular.
you're
You know what I mean?
there is not enough difference between a
I don't care.
CVO. Oh, okay. I'm not man. Hey,
No
I'm
compromise,
about to
huh?
break it down. You know what I'm
No
saying?
compromise.
No, but
I want to
I
ride
just
that.
I just think that if they're not going to allow you demo rides, I mean that tells you everything that you need to know about the brand that you're about to get into. Like I might because before I bought my bike, I did go to test ride a bike at the Honda dealership here. It was a different brand. They had a Speed Triple, I think it was what it was, a Triumph, not a Speed Triple. It was the Triumph, the one with the 2-liter engine in it.
The Rocket, the Triumph
The Rocket
Rocket.
3, the Rocket 3.
Yeah.
And I
That's
was
a
like,
beast of a bike. I love that
yeah,
bike.
and I was like, yeah, I like the bike, but I want to, and I'm thinking about buying it, but I don't want to buy it and spend that money and then end up not
Yeah.
liking it. And they were like, well, we don't do test rides, whatever. And so I ended up going with something else. But I did eventually get to test ride that bike. And thank God that I had the right sense of mind not to buy something without test riding it, because that bike
Oh, you didn't like it?
rode like a brick.
Really?
It's fast,
Wow.
man, but it's got the Euro suspension setup, so it's a really stiff sport type setup. And I did not like that at all. Not even close. Even the seat, the seating position.
But you got to think about it like this too. All of these corporations, come up with rules based on stuff that's happened. So if they're telling you we don't give rides, trust me, a bunch of stuff happened already where they were like, you know what, and it's in our best interest not to offer this. So
Well,
I mean, luckily for me, Mike, when you bought your 23 and a half CVO, did you test ride it first?
no.
What? Now that was a
No,
whole
but
I did not.
from the
but again, those bikes are not that different from a base version of
No,
the
no,
bike,
no.
or
This
even
was
if you're
different.
on the bike.
This was different. This was
I,
this was a whole new
I bought that
lifestyle.
bike on the
Everything was
very
different.
first day it was available. So
Exactly.
I had arranged to purchase the bike because I bought my
Yeah.
bike in Milwaukee, and
Milwaukee,
I had
yeah.
spoken to them on the phone. They said, okay, we're going to have a certain number of allocations. I said, they're like, do you want one? I'm like, absolutely, I'll take one.
Yeah.
So the bike already had my name on it. So it really wasn't
Yeah.
well, let me check it out first to see if I'm going to like it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, but
opportunity
you've
wasn't there.
been on a road glide before. There's nothing to check.
No, there
No, it
wasn't. I
is.
mean, there was enough information out there. I knew I wanted it. I don't know what I could have detected in a test ride that would have made me not buy the bike. I
Right,
saw
they would-
the reveal online. I'm like, oh, I love it. That's what I want.
There would have been nothing different nothing stand out if you went from one road glide to the next. If you were on a sport bike and this was going to be your first cruiser, and they're like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
you can't test drive these," then they go, "You're gonna be out your mind." So that's what I'm saying, though. So it doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't really apply. If you've been on a one sport bike and you're going to another sport bike, they may tell you you can't test ride, but it's okay because I've got an idea of what it is. You know what I mean? So
I think it would only apply to a brand of bike that I've never ridden before. So as an example, I've never ridden a Goldwing. So if I were to buy a Goldwing, I want to ride it first. I have an
Absolutely.
expectation that it's a great bike. I know they're fast and all that, but I just want to know if I'm going to be comfortable. That's what I want to know.
Absolutely.
And it wouldn't take me long to figure that out. But yeah, I would need, it's not just sitting on it in the showroom floor. I need to be on the road. I want to get up to highway speeds. I want to see what it feels like. If I were going to buy an Indian, I've already ridden an Indian before. I wouldn't feel the need to, say, no, I need to test ride this bike first. But I've ridden one, so I don't need to.
Yeah.
Harley, same thing. But if I were going to get something like a Goldwing or the Triumph or whatever, I need to ride it first because I've never ridden those bikes.
Yep.
So in your case, the difference is, like you said, you already knew you wanted the bike. So a test ride wasn't going to change your mind one way
Not at all.
getting the bike. The pushback on Oscar is if you rode a road glide, you've ridden them all. If we were talking about
That is
he
not what I
rode a
said.
20, yeah, you did.
No,
All right.
what I said is you have experience with the road glide platform. There is nothing from year to year that's so drastic that it's going to feel so much different that you need to test ride first, right? Because you're familiar with the brand.
And that's where I'm going to push back. That's where I'm
You're
going to
familiar with the brand and you're familiar with the bike.
But you're not. That's my whole point. Because again, the difference is we're not talking about the difference between a 2019 and a 2020. We're talking about his 2018 and everything about that 2018 for 30 years almost. Now it's a brand new everything. So now it does feel different. Everything felt different. The controls are different. The handlebars are different. It's lighter. It's got a bigger screen. So it's a whole new. So that's my point. In that case, I agree with you. But in that case, yeah, it is different. I'm not saying I need to ride it to see if I'm gonna buy it, but I want to feel this bike first. And that's the difference. Like the Street Glide is terrible.
I mean,
'cause the
it's
handlebars-
different. It's different on the face, but if you could close your eyes and you're on the bike, it's not that much different.
But okay, so Kim and Matt asked a great question. Would it matter if the bike is used? Now, to that one, I would say yes. Now, if I'm buying a bike, I mean, most dealerships that sell new bikes, if they're if they're selling you a used bike, the bike's probably okay. But I would want to ride the used bikes or ride a used bike first, just to make sure. I want to hear it. I want to ride it. I want to see what the throttle feels like. I want to make sure that there's nothing that I notice that's wrong with it. So yeah, I would make that exception for a used bike. Because actually, when I bought my 18 Road Glide, I bought that in 2019. That bike was used, and I did take it for a test ride, but they probably should not have let me take it for a test ride. I was not the boss of my motorcycle.
Oh man.
That bike was the boss, and it scared the hell out of me the first time because I don't even think I left the parking lot. And they say, "Oh, you can take it for a ride." I'm like, "Okay." I I did this big, wide 40-foot turn in a parking lot, and brought it back. I'm like, "I guess it's okay. I don't know."
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
Kelly-
Trike Boss had he gave us an update. He says his Harley's new campaign, getting back to the fun and joy of riding. All right. So to that, I say I don't know that the fun and joy of riding has been gone. Right? It's everybody's like now. Is it them taking a different turn culturally, maybe, or is this I don't know what that means. The fun and joy of riding, bringing it back.
It's probably a
Kelly,
new initiative from the new new leadership of the company. I haven't watched the video that he's talking about. He said they released a video today, so I'm going to check that out tonight.
Oh yeah.
I'm curious to see what it is, but yeah, I don't know
Kelly
what they're
B.
going to do
Gliding
online
said-
that would make it any different.
Kelly B. Gliding said, "Q, you will definitely be comfortable on a Goldwing." Negative. No, he won't. I mean, unless he wants to press buttons with his knees, no, he's not going to do no.
But you know what though? So Kelly B he's at least 6 feet
6'3".
tall, right?
He's
Yeah.
six
Oh, he's
three.
taller than me. Okay, and then you got
Yeah.
Slappy. Slappy is what 6'4", 5" or something like that. That's a tall dude.
No,
That's
he ain't
yeah,
tall.
yeah. Slappy is not short. How tall is
He's not
Slappy?
6'5". No,
I
but
don't
he
know.
ain't 6'5".
He's up there. Okay, well he's at
Yeah.
least he's taller than me. I know that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I think it's like anything else. You know, you just get the get a different seat. Get a seat that fits. I do find Gold
Yeah.
Wings. I don't like the lower fairings on Gold Wings, but I love the way they look because they look modern. I love that modern
Yeah.
styling of Gold Wings.
Wow,
I mean, because
that's
to
so
me, the
surprising
Gold
coming from
Wing
you.
and the K1600B from BMW. Oh, I love those bikes. If I were going to buy a new bike right now, those would be at the top of my list. I think the BMW would be at the top of my list,
Yeah.
but I like them both.
Yeah.
I like the way
I
the
can't do
Hondas
gold wings.
look. The Hondas look good.
My body doesn't like gold wings. I don't like the mid controls. I don't like the. I like the way the bike looks. I've always liked the way gold wings looked. Even back when I was in my 20s, I liked the way gold wings looked. Um, I think it's because I wanted a car back then, and that's what it looked like with all those damn buttons all over it. But they got to get it together with the infotainment part of everything. Now it might look modern until you look at that infotainment. All of that stuff, it just looks dated. The buttons and the Casio style
Yeah. Yeah.
screens. Yeah, it's dated. Outside of, I don't even, does it have Apple CarPlay? I don't think so. That could be
Nah,
wrong.
I
No,
don't
they
think
do.
so.
They do. Yeah,
Do
they
they?
do.
You sure?
All right.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Okay.
I've never owned one. I've just heard people talk about it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
All right. Well, so first off, K-Man said Slappy is 6'8". That's crazy. His freaking arms probably be rubbing the ground when he rides.
I know he's tall. That dude is tall.
Yeah. So
Now,
I
he
talked to him
definitely
about
has
the height thing.
Yeah, he's got a
Go
modified
ahead.
seat.
yeah.
Yeah, he's got a modified seat. I sat on his bike, so it pushes it back a little bit more. And I think he raised his handlebars a little bit too. Like I got on somebody's Gold Wing that raised the bars, and even with the raised bars, it still hits my leg when I turn. So
Oh,
it's,
really?
I don't know
Okay.
if there's a limit to how high you can go, but yeah.
All right, so we have one more topic, but we are going to do this just a little bit different. Now, full disclosure, I did not tell these guys I was going to do this. This is just
Uh-oh.
something that popped in my head. But
Infraction.
but I think you will enjoy it. Okay, I know the audience is going to enjoy it, but we are going to talk about this last topic, and it's going to kind of be like a speed round. Okay, you are going to get 4 minutes to say your piece on this topic. And that's going to be it. I'll have a timer going. It'll ding and all of that good stuff. So, Rob is normally
4
good at
minutes?
speaking.
That's a long
4 minutes,
time.
that's a long ass time, man.
Okay, you get 2 minutes then. 2 minutes. There you go. You get 2 minutes. Now, I'll take it to 30 seconds. Anyway, so you're going to get 2 minutes to talk about this topic. And the topic is, which sport do you think is the most difficult to play? Football, baseball, or hockey? Defend yourself.
What about
Or
basketball?
basketball.
Yeah. That's Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm gonna restart it. I'm gonna restart it because man.
Yeah, but I can't see it. I can't see the timer.
Oh my gosh! I told you I just did. I'm gonna tell you and go.
All right. The most difficult sport to play is baseball. Skill wise, it takes way more motor skills and coordination. And anybody that disagrees with that, you stand in that batter's box to major league pitching, and you have less than a second to decide whether you're going to swing, take that pitch, or get the hell out of the way. And that's just one aspect of the game. It's the reason why this is the only sport really that ain't nobody getting out of high school and going straight to Major League Baseball and playing in the big leagues. That just doesn't happen. You got to go through 3 different stages, and some people never make it to the majors. Years in the minors. Basketball, there's been plenty of people. Kobe Bryant, I think high school straight to the NBA. People get out of high school, go straight to the NFL. That's
Oh, they
not
don't.
happening in baseball, and the reason why. That's all I got. And one infraction for saying something during my 2 minutes. So I want to reclaim my time. Please. I want to reclaim my time, please.
I reclaim my time.
Well,
All right,
Reclaim
sir,
my
you are on
time.
the clock.
well, okay. I'm on the clock. First of all, Robert is wrong. You do not go from high school to the NFL. That doesn't happen. The most difficult sport is very simple to me. It's hockey because in addition to moving up and down the ice the way they do, and then they're controlling this puck that's flying at all sorts of speeds. They also have to skate, and the things that they do on ice is extraordinary. So everything that Rob said about standing in a batter's box is true, but you can be a fat ass and play baseball. And that's the only sport you can get away with that. Every other sport, you got to be in a lot better shape. You're not going to be a fatso in hockey. Well, maybe a goalie might be an advantage, but not that basketball. Well, maybe a football lineman, I suppose, but definitely not hockey. So I think hockey is the most challenging sport.
All right, so I guess we're gonna have to change this to like 1 minute, but let me start my timer. I think the most difficult sport to play is gonna be, believe it or not, football. Now, this has nothing to do with the actual play of the game. This has something to do with bodies are flying all over the place. You have to protect yourself 360 all the time. Each of those collisions is like a car wreck. Your body is being subjected to enormous amounts of stress and unusual stress at that. You have people going for your legs, your head, your chest, arms, when you get in those piles. And then not only that, the mental aspect of the quarterback, the receivers, and everybody that has to be on the same page to make this thing happen is nothing short of amazing. I mean, because as a quarterback, you have to know what everybody does: the running back, the lineman, the receivers. As a defensive back, you've got to know what the other DBs are doing. You got to identify what plays are happening, and there's so many scenarios that you have to keep in your head, both offensively and defensively, that it's unlike any other sport out there. In addition to having all of those bodies flying at you full speed like freaking maniacs. All right. So that's my piece on it. And we are definitely going to change that to 1 minute just to make it a little more exciting. I got a little overzealous with the time, but yeah,
Put me back on the clock.
You want the rest of your 10 seconds?
He wants a rebuttal.
No, there's no rebuttals in this. There's no rebuttals. You get to say your piece and that's it. That's how it goes. We've gone over our time.
It's going to be a rebuttal.
So
it's going to be a rebuttal.
So in the chat, like as you guys are rewatching this video, or in the chat right now, you can put it on there so others can see it. But definitely, what do you guys think is the most difficult sport? We're not going to get into what's the most exciting to watch because, good God,
I
got to tape my eyebrow. I got to tape my eyeballs open to watch baseball. So,
well, see, now if you say that, now we got to talk about it. You said that. Now we got to talk about it.
We ain't got time. Hey, we'll continue on the next one, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, as usual,
my rebuttal's quick. I'm not gonna let you get past that. My rebuttal's quick. The question is supposed to be about the level of difficulty and skill involved. You're talking about with football, the quarterback's his situation is complex. Mm-hmm. But everything else you're talking about is the fear of getting hurt in bodies and stuff like that. No. That's not involved in skill. As far as hockey, that's Mike's take because Mike don't know how to skate. If you know how to skate well, then we can remove that.
No.
But it's another reason why hockey players out of every sport we talked about are paid the least, right? Because I mean, it's.
Well, I didn't talk about popularity. I didn't talk about popularity. Yeah. About popularity. That's a different question. The question was, was it what's the most challenging? And I think it's hockey because of all of the things you have to do. You got to try to hit the puck, and you got to watch what's going on, and you're also getting hit and rammed into the glass, and you're doing all that on skates. And if you've been to a hockey game, those guys are going as fast as they can, and they have to the speed transitions that they do. Stop, turn around, go the other way. Man, it's impressive. Yeah. Now, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
I
they got a
get
small
all
audience
that.
though, so it's.
But the quarterback isn't the only. Yeah, the quarterback isn't the only one on the field that has to make decisions, right? Because the receivers, they have option routes. The linebackers have to read the offensive line. Everybody has 15 things that they need to think about. Now, for the public and for the sport, they give the quarterback all of this responsibility, but everybody else on the field has just as much responsibility as the quarterback. The only difference with the quarterback is he has the ball in his hands all the time. All right. But the DBs, you got to know if somebody's breaking short, right, long, a hook route, whatever the case may be. You got to identify a run versus a pass versus a screen. It just is. It's insane the things that you have to think about through the process of playing football, which is why there's only very few people that have ever played football. So at a professional level. So it's
true for every sport.
Completely different. Completely different.
It's different, but again, if we're talking about skill, you're talking about how levels of responsibility and no one having to know this and no one to do that. Jason Zandy said it perfectly. Having to hit a round ball with a round bat, and the ball ain't always coming straight. You don't know if it's coming at 100. You don't know if it's a sinker, a changeup, a screwball. It's this. It's this so crazy. And so I always say, if we took every sport and asked you at our level of skill to do what they're doing, what are we most probable to have success at? Hitting a pitch is the lowest. I can catch a football.
None of them.
No. Because soon as a 300-pound lineman hits you running a 4.6,
get out of the way.
Shit.
So get out of the way. Just get out of the way.
Okay, get out of the way.
You're still talking about.
Do the same thing in baseball. I would watch them 90 mile an hour fastball.
These dudes get blindsided.
We're not talking about again. That doesn't take skill, though. You keep bringing up the fear and the roughness of it. That doesn't take skill.
It takes skill to be in the right place. It takes skill for the lineman. It takes skill for the lineman to hit the linebacker. It takes skill for the linebacker to be in the right place to avoid getting hit. Tomato. Anyways, look, see, we didn't win. We didn't win. Oh my gosh. No. Oh my gosh. I played baseball. Yes. It didn't take that much skill.
So did I. Well, I did. I wasn't very good.
I did. So, hey, I threw a curveball on accident, so it can't be that hard. All right.
Ooh,
anyway,
was it a curveball or a slow fastball?
No, it was a curveball. It was a curveball.
Yeah. And imagine all
it hooked
the technical
out right.
Things that
it came in. Yeah. Oh, it was beautiful.
Imagine
it made
all
it crisp.
The technical things that you have to do with baseball, and then put them on ice. You got those fat baseball players, the minute it starts raining, ooh, we're getting wet. We better get to
we got to pause the game.
It's too cold. We got to get into the dugout.
Yeah.
There has never been a time that it was too cold.
The hitter flicked the bat in the air. We're going to go fight now. Oh, please. Go play hockey. They will F you up.
Same with football.
No, hockey is rough. Hockey is rough.
I don't care what the weather is. Football is not going to stop because it's raining or because it's snowing, correct?
Correct. Yep.
That's right, because it takes less skill. You can't do baseball.
No, it's a man sport.
Yeah.
You got to be physical.
You can't.
And not the fatsos that play Major League Baseball. Actually swing a bat. And
them dudes don't even be breaking sweat.
Some fast bat speed.
Well, you can count. You can count. Well,
they be in the outfield chewing gum. Talking to the crowd.
Baseball's the equivalent of going in the Air Force.
Hell no.
If I'm going to pick a major league sport, I'm going to pick the one that makes the most sense.
No.
You know what I mean? I don't have to. I got guaranteed money. If I get hurt,
I want y'all
getting paid. Football.
I want y'all to notice this. He took a little jab talking about the Air Force.
He did.
Making that relation. When in actuality, I'd say that's closer to the Guard Reserve, because they work some of the time. Right? Now.
I'm not talking about reserves. I didn't take a shot. He
took a shot. And then I took a shot. I shouldn't have went that low. My bad. See, look, I'm stooping down. All right, anyways, look, we've been trying to get off the air for 19 minutes. We are about to do it right now. Okay. So as per usual, I'll let you guys have your last words here. We'll start off with you, Robert, and we'll work our way to the other side.
Okay, so we talked about this before. We start out with Q all the time.
Well, not today because we starting out with you.
All right. Anyway, guys, I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. If you didn't hit the like button, please take the time and hit it now. I'm going to get prepared for tomorrow morning, practice session number 158 at Queen City Harley Davidson. Have a good weekend, guys.
Yeah, appreciate all you guys joining us. I enjoy the conversations. It is now time for some Tennessee tea. I had a couple of people ask about my arcade game collection, so I'm going to do a video on that. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys on the next one. And go Navy!
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
thank you, everyone, for joining us. It's always a good time having you guys here.
Starting the channel, Mike? You gonna start a channel,
what now?
pinball channel?
Yeah,
pinball
I might do that.
That's right.
Infraction.
That's right.
You're talking in the middle
Damn,
of Vanessa's outro.
Yep.
Exactly.
See, man. Anyway, so appreciate everybody joining us today.
Go.
It's great as always. And if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, send this out to your friends, have them join in as well. And I got to keep these guys in line, so we're just going to go ahead and end it right there. I don't have a saying to end at the end of these things. Maybe you guys can put it in the comments what you think, but we'll come up with something soon. But until then, I will say thank you, have a great weekend, and we'll see you on the next one.